Welcome back to some more Carolina Panthers franchise here on Madden 26. We just got done playing weeks 1 through 3. Some very good games across the board, especially this latest one against the Saints, where we actually had a very good chance to lose our first game of the season. We were down with like 19 seconds left by 1 because the Saints got crazy risky on a 2-point conversion from a touchdown they got from a Ben Roman fumble. Very rare mistake from him and really just the offense. But we had 4 takeaways given away, 4 turnovers, if you will, and we got a field goal last second to barely hold on to our undefeated season. Of course, looking at the next couple of opponents, the Falcons, the Cardinals. Don't know the next one. We'll find out here in a second. Let's see, as the Falcons, as it stands, I believe are also undefeated, so a very big divisional matchup here against that team. Do we lose our thing? They're 2 interceptions. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I just don't want to lose that one. We had one where we mess up one more time. We lose that platinum, if you will. Of course, Thursday night primetime, starting this thing out with a bang. Saints again finishing with a bang, it seems, where we're going to be taking on a fellow undefeated division rival. Let's take a look at the players of the week. Purdy and Sorrell, Josh Allen, and Blankenship. Wow, that's really low yardage, by the way, for Allen. 161 passing yards, 50% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns on like 200 yards. Kind of crazy. Of course, before we look at the Falcons team, maybe you haven't been around. If you haven't, where have you been? Maybe think about leaving a like, subscribing if you're new. But Bryce Young, new X Factor from last week, gets a couple of decent abilities in here, and everything's looking up. I like the free dev up. We got some free XP, free upgrade. He also got a throw power last week. Then look at the rest of the team. Looks pretty solid. Haven't got the run game going as much as we'd want to, especially for the backups, but we're getting there slowly but surely. D-line, especially Scorton, have really impressed me. And then, of course, the teams look good. It has looked good. We struggle a little bit with turnovers and just in general beating the defense of the Saints, but outside of that, I think we've played pretty well. Just got to finish better, even though we did clutch up against the Saints. Just, almost choked to the Chargers and had some moments against the Chiefs there that could have gotten ugly. Either way, let's take a look at this Falcons team. We still have an injury for our right tackle. He's been injured multiple times. And wow, look at the Falcons already. Bijan, Bergeron, Williams, Grayson. A lot of injuries there, unfortunately, for that team. So no Bijan Robinson. Is it going to be Algier? Don't tell me that slow little man is still there. Penix, we've seen a couple of big plays from him. He had a huge game recently. I think 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. Looks pretty damn good to me, though. Got a little bit of speed. Good throw power. Accuracy's good. Finley is their running back. Actually very fast, arguably with bad blocking, because most teams just don't get good blocking against us. Might even be better than Bijan. 2+ to speed is massive when, we're getting in the backfield early anyways. I know it's crazy to say, but trust me, speed does matter that much, especially with bad blocking. London, really good. Devine is developing nicely, and then Mooney at 3. Devine is actually the guy we were going to draft, right? If I'm not mistaken. If it is, I'm so glad we didn't, because that speed, you could teach Roman to be good. You can't teach Roman to be, faster. So I'll take the guy with better speed, 93 speed versus their 90. Pitts is amazing. Left tackle's okay. Left guard's really bad with the injury. Center's okay. Right guard's amazing. Right tackle's okay. This O-line sucks. We might break an NFL record. Speaking of pass rush, though, doing well. Jalen Walker killing it. Pierce killing it. DTs, they're okay. Linebacker, slow. Decent, I guess. Fast there. Corners, especially number 1, is solid. Free safety's amazing. Strong safety's decent. They got some decent safeties. Kicking, the low kick power. I don't know how this team's 3-0. I really can't tell you. But hopefully we don't find out how or why. And here we are at home again. I feel like we've played a lot of home games. I know we have back-to-back, but it feels like we've played like 3 home games now. I don't even know if that's true or not, but in prime time, so we love the local revenue, if you will. We get to host the fans. Everyone in the world is watching, at least in the U.S. I don't know about the world, but we've got all eyes on us for a very big 3-0 versus 3-0 matchup. Winner of this one, assuming it's not a tie, will be the leader of the division as it stands. Of course, our offense is getting even better compared to the defense. I know we didn't really have a lot of points last week, but we had a lot of yards still moved the ball pretty well. And that ratio, offensive yardage to defensive yardage given up, definitely getting even better. Before it was like kind of just barely 2-1. Now it's a little bit higher than 2-1. It's almost 3-1 there as we get ourselves a nice push. Knocking him down with Eddie Butler to the 25-yard line. Penix going to show his last season stats, which aren't actually that bad. Problem is he's a couple years into the system now, and I feel like they need him to do even more. See if they run heavy still, even without Bijan, and they will. I don't know where the hell Teddy Wright's going, but Horn lights him up. Only 3 yards gain. That's a tough one. That hit was brutal. You would have thought it was like a strong safety popping him. Maybe a linebacker, not a cornerback, as Umad Miala does a good job, but he's a little late. Speaking of a little late, Horn a little late to the ball, and they're kind of attacking his side of the field a little bit. First down on Mooney, who we've seen a big touchdown to, I think in the back of the end zone, if I'm not mistaken, in their most recent win. Kind of feeling a blitz is coming, so we got all these, well, not a blitz, a run is coming, so we got all these DTs in there. We're going to be blitzing. Good spin attempt. Finley goes nowhere. Last week, though, so Bijan must have been injured a little bit now. 18 for 61 with a touchdown. Not great. He's got a lot of speed. It's just, you know, the blocks really are not going to exist against a team like us. So their run game is going to struggle, I imagine. Read option. He's going to keep it. We're trying to get out there, and wow, he had a lot of time to throw there. And a run, I should say. Gained 7. Horn pops him. And we got these DTs in. We're trying to stop that run. And that's exactly what we're going to do is Finley's lit up again. 4th and 3 from the 50-yard line. That'll be a punt. Last time the ball bounced at a 10 with no pressure, and he still just let it go as they punt the ball 22 yards. Yeah, 22 yards. I hesitated because I'm like, 22 yards? That can't be right. That's not many yards. Nope, 22 yards. I got to say, so far the Falcons are not disappointing. I thought this would be like this is, and it is so far. Oh, Lord. Oh, he gets around him. Look at the athleticism. Oh, my God. Look at the freaking Jenkins. Is that the, I think he's 6'7", isn't he? It's kind of crazy. We'll go stretch. Why not? Get out there, tight end. Not really. Wow, I can't believe that. Tight end should have grabbed him. Didn't. Fullback should have got him. Didn't. Fullback at least tried, I suppose, but yeah, that's a bad play for us. 3rd and 6. We got to just take it. Come on, McMillan. Ah, good defense from them. That will be a punt. Good D. Back-to-back incompletion to start this drive off means 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. Lindstrom with his ability. That's kind of crazy how it's just flickering everything. Oh, we didn't get a hand on it. Horn's in perfect coverage. And I thought that was almost picked off by Horn, but almost also caught by Mooney. Can't believe we didn't get a hand on it. I guess it's just because it was a rocket ship rainbow to the almost end zone. Because we timed this on the D-line perfectly. Just, yeah, he went to the moon. I mean, that's a perfect time. Just to the moon. All right, Debo should have a chance to return this time. So that's a pretty damn good return so far. Which is surprising because, again, even though he's elusive, he's not the fastest. Good setup. Good cut spin. Well, it's a tough one. HIMenez. What a catch. Spins out of it. Will be a first down. Did I happen to mention so far? Little pre-snap motion. Let's see what we want to do with Layman maybe. And he is open. It's a good throw. First down to the 26. Never really been a huge fan of 82, especially for an athletic tight end, but we really don't have many options, so. Roman. It's a great throw. Not going to try to cut upfield. Gets to the 13. 3-yard line is the first down. Again, I would love to see how teams teach that. Do they teach them to not go for that? Like, you want to keep it slightly outside of the 10, right? Unless you're going to gain significant yardage, which, speaking of, would have been for HIMenez in the touchdown. I think that route was a little bit less perfect, though. I think Bryce Young is expecting perfection, and he didn't get it on that route. Not a bad route by any means, but just not a great one either. We're going to have to cut that in, as we did not do a great job. Some guys got some pancakes. The other ones kind of got... It's like they let the guy come to them rather than go into them and run them over. Either way, 3rd and 1. We'll go for it if we don't get it. Which we will not. It's very close, though. Close toss. Oh, they're on this. Play action read. We've run this a couple times. Hasn't exactly worked out, though. I'd like to get a free play. Looks like they could be bringing a blitzer. And I don't know who that's on. Don't tell me that's on the left guard. It is on them! Huge mistake. Automatic first down at the 1. Stretch play, but you have the option to maybe cut back in. And we just can't get in there. We get, like, conveyor belted in. And yet still not freaking in. Under center, I don't know. Layman can't get the ball off. We got hit. Wow. From the 1, you got to go for it, I think. What the hell is going on? Can we please just make a play? I don't ask for much. HIMenez is kind of a primary for me. And just got tackled by his own guy. Although they're going to call PI. They're going to call holding on us, which obviously they declined from the 1. Tackled by our own guy. That's a base play. We didn't, do something to create that mistake. That was our guys bumping each other. Again, could be a blessing in disguise. As if you get a safety here, you basically get a 9-point play. As we're going to get in there with Wright, and Derek Brown gets the help. First points of the game are a safety. Well, we said it already, especially with how long the drive has taken. Maybe that's actually a benefit. McCrary. Oh, there goes McCrary. Trying to slow down for the block. Oh, my God, he's just so slow. Damn it, Barnes. If the sprinting thing was a problem, I would stop it, and I have stopped it a while ago. Quick throw to Roman, who will spin forward for almost the first down. Jet pass, which is not a play we usually run. I'm actually going to run this instead. I don't really like that. They're way out there. Oh, they actually got tricked. Roman. Touchdown, Roman! There you go. Can't say he No, he definitely made up for his mistake because we actually got 9 points out of it. So good job, Ben Roman, tackling HIMenez. We got 9 points out of a play that should have only been 7. Great. That play action was good. They were, sniffing the quarterback, and yet they still fell for the run. That might be Ben Roman's first touchdown of the year, is it? I think it might be. 2nd and 12 on a failed run. Falcons team might let this thing get a little out of hand if they don't score soon. And we got caught up. They throw underneath. Good hit on Pitts. 6 yards. We're switching. Oh, we got bumped. We had him. I don't care how fast Pitts is. We were 100% there, but we got hit by our own guy, I think. That sucks. It was a good bait. We actually baited him into throwing it, but we got grabbed. That's tough. He's going to run. Damn, Trevin. Good tackle attempt. Horn could have maybe popped him, didn't this time. Crowd's getting a little unruly. I'm not sure why. I know we're making some mistakes on this drive, but we're still leading. If your team was always perfect, it wouldn't be fun anyways. Got to expect some mistakes here and there. Ah, we missed. That's bad. Now that's a bad mistake. Good hit by Trevin. First down again, though. Get some pressure. Really haven't gotten any. Ah, we over-pursued. Trayvon doesn't get the hit, but Trevin follows up to the 26 now. Atlanta. Pretty big injuries. I can't imagine they would have anyone remotely as fast, even at the number 2 spot. Oh, God. Play action. He has him, yep. Good push out of bounds, but that's still the first down to the 14. We're out there. Oh, he's got all day to shift directions. Horn has been very aggressive today. I like it. Problem is he has also missed a lot in coverage. 9-0. 2-minute warning. Oh, good job. You got to finish that, though. Good job scorting, though. Loss of 2. Simulated pressure. Going to be dropping off Uman Mielen, who is the better pass rusher, but also the more athletic player. And Penix will throw it away smartly as he is pretty well covered. So is the rest of the guys. And they'll crack this into a one-possession game, assuming they hit this. Come on, Teddy Wright. Arm that never heals. That was a crazy dive. Landed right on someone. I don't know who. Look at this. Just landed right on the long snapper's leg. We actually brought the return to this side. Heavy return, by the way. I don't know why our tight end Layman's not getting in there. Look at the big fellas. It actually worked out pretty well. He just didn't go to anybody. Ben Roman, perfect route. Torching A.J. Terrell. Cuts inside. A.J. Terrell is nowhere to be found. Taken out by his own guy. Big play before the half. That's Mr. Roman for you. Going against the best corner on the field. Either team, honestly. Probably. Horn is good, but A.J. Terrell is probably better. Good pressure. Saved a potential touchdown. Definitely slows our drive down a little bit here. HIMenez burns. Good route. HIMenez drops it wide open. I got to be honest with you. Well, Layman has been way better since preseason. HIMenez has been worse. We have the post. It's a good throw. Roman in for the score, number 2 of the day. Talked about how he never gets touchdowns. Well, he has some now. All right, we're going for 2. Get it out of the way early, I think. And, oh my God, HIMenez just can't avoid contact. He just lives for contact, and then he's not where he's supposed to be. That's a freaking easy conversion. Who is he even hitting here? He's running into the pass rusher? Oh, come on, man. I know Layman gets wide open again. He's been getting neglected today, but At this point, it looks like coverage. HIMenez, the way they're running this, he is burning. There's nobody on him. He's supposed to be HIMenez, but so far he is not. He's just been Jeromepkr. 3-15 so far is the score. Falcons getting beat by 12. A little bit of a weird one because of the safety, but definitely a lead we can be happy with so far. Halftime report, look at that. I mean, just cooked them. Cooked them. Two of the best players in the entire field. And Roman took them both out in one play. Roman having a great day. 2 touchdowns, good amount of yards. Has us leading, as is Penix. Under 50% completion percentage. Bryce Young having a great game so far. Run game non-existent, but when you can throw the ball like we have, you don't really worry too much. And, of course, we will get the ball to start this half off as well. We got McCreary, who's just blocking nowhere, to be honest, as Debo gets cooked. Ferrario gets a piece of him. Nice. And I don't know where that guy's going. See you later. Even our guys do that overrunning crap, so who knows. Fullback. Great block by the fullback. Good chase down, but not fast enough. Hubbard, another big run to the 39. Play action. They see it. That's very risky. Glad it just went to the ground. Nowhere else. Layman's my man. You got Roman streaking up the field. Maybe HIMenez if he plays this well. Roman. Got to take it. There's no way Roman's got 3, right? There is a way, because he torches Clark Phillips. 89 speed versus 93. Roman's got the height as well on him. He's a better player, obviously, and it's just a perfect throw from Bryce Young. That could be the dagger play as he just burns into the end zone. Falcons actually driving for once, past midfield, 2nd and 4. 22-3. Ain't no Saints defense, let me tell you. And there's going to be a quick throw. Oh, we missed hard. First down, London. I see London. Ronnie Charles. Oh, wow. I can't believe we missed that. Ronnie Charles doesn't, though. Yeah, they got to score a touchdown in this drive. Otherwise, I think it's already over. 22-6 is not going to cut it, especially with us having the ball still. Oh, he's in trouble. And there goes Trevin Wallace. No, it's KC Maxwell as Umaniellan fails to secure the edge. Umaniellan was just getting off the left tackle there right as that happened. 3rd and 16. Again, I feel... Oh, Lord, we just left him wide open. Oh, we just left him wide open. And that's a touchdown, potentially. If that's coming back on a hold, that's crazy. I lapsed judgment. I thought we had the tight end, left the running back wide open. What is this? I don't know what the safety's doing, though. That is just brain dead. That's going to be illegal contact on us, isn't it? Wow, we blew that play so badly. Definitely makes it a little more interesting, I guess. I kind of want to try this double move. This last time it worked for us. This little dump off. Musgrave, terrible change of direction, though. Like, that's the amount of yards you got with Bryce sacrificing his body to get you open. That's crazy. Layman got to quickly throw that. Blasted him. 3rd and 1. Bryce Young, 13 for 20, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not a bad game so far. Pretty much 90% of that is to our man, but still. There's a screen audible out of this. It's kind of crazy. Oh, what a block that was. What a block that was. Good spin move. To the 46-yard line. Big first down. I did not expect that to be an audible in this playbook, though. That's kind of crazy. But also clutch as hell. We'll take it. I don't even know if that was a pass, by the way. Try to cut left. Come on, game. Hubbard gets nothing because of that. But yeah, was that even a pass? That might have been a run, which we don't hate. Not open, but open enough. Layman creates a lot there. 3rd and 1 now. Let's see. Stick. HIMenez, good catch. He's been a little iffy at catching, so I'm glad he got it. Might need to lose that visor, can't lie. Mr. HIMenez to the end zone on a wheel. Not open, but Roman is. Nice block by HIMenez, and Roman all the way down to the 3. Chance at 4 TDs today. And I think they're baiting the hell out of this, so we're going to look for Layman, I think. And wide open Layman. Touchdown! That's probably the dagger. We're going to go for 2 again. Make this a 20-point game. Layman. What a catch. Another one. Oh, he's a freak. 3rd and 15. Who did the Falcons play before us? They must have been some bad teams to make this team 3-0. This team just doesn't look it. I mean, no Robinson does hurt, I'd say. But at the same time, if we lost Hubbard, we wouldn't miss a beat, I don't think. Like Hubbard a lot, but he's just not as important to us. If we lost, like, Roman, McMillan, obviously Bryce Young, those are some big names to lose, but Hubbard, we got some good running backs as is. 4th and 6. Oh, there goes Penix. Wow, that's a risky throw, though. Considering, you know, first down run is there. Big play for the Falcons to keep the game alive, though. Oh, free rush. Teddy Wright, good coverage in the end. At least tackle him inbounds. Probably should call a timeout here because we're not really ready for this, but it's fine. We're stuck. Oh, we get the swat we've been looking for. Derek Brown. Injury? No, not him on me, Ellen. Please. Anyone but him. Literally anyone on this defense but him. Maybe a concussion? Or he's an airplane. Will blitz. I will be blitzing on this play, I'll tell you that much. I guess we're dropping back Derek Brown without, and trying to, and there goes another sack. Casey Maxwell calls game. Bruce shoulder will return soon, but apparently not this game, which is fine. You know, it's game's over. Actually, let's get the backups in, specifically Mr. Ritter. Perfect throw by Ritter. Darnell. Try to hurdle. He's a big fella. That is a tough drop. Can't lie. That's a touchdown. It's a good throw. Again. Oh, look at Blue. Wow, what a run that was. Dagger. Not that it wasn't already before. Umami Allen's back. We're chilling. One last sack. Oh, we actually got the pressure there. Horn. Nice fingertips. Surprised he didn't jam his finger, dude. That looked like it was painful. Looked like it bounced right off his finger. Oh, that. Ooh, dude, just even thinking about that reminds you of all the times having that happen in basketball. Oh, that hurts so much. Thankfully, I never had anything like serious, but yeah, that messed your finger up for a bit. Straight fingers, straight to the... Ooh, I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst thing of all time. Either way, huge game for Ben Roman and the offense. Defense obviously locked down, not that they needed to. The Falcons got in their own way all game long. No Bijan. Felt like there was a massive hole. Like 50% of their offense felt like it was just gone. And probably rightfully so, because Bijan probably is 50% of their offense. And, of course, just everything worked out perfectly for us. Even Ritter was probably better than Penix was. And he barely played. Looking at the numbers, though, Bryce Young, 200. Okay, I don't know if maybe it was still 181 from Ben, because a lot of it went to him. But 274 2 yards with 4 touchdowns, 73 completion percentage. Penix, yeah, I mean, Ritter definitely had a better passer rating. 70 yards on that final drive. Rushing, yeah, it's not good. Run game was bad. Roman, though, yeah, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a game from him. HIMenez, 55 yards, no touchdowns, dropped a ball. Layman, 30 yards and a touchdown. And where the hell is my man? McMillan with 1 catch for 17 yards. Tough sledding out here. Casey Maxwell, 2 sacks, 1 for Iman Yellen, half for Ringo, Butler, and Williams. Didn't even see Williams got one. Nice. And that is pretty much that for the game. Great week 4 game. Start of this episode as we head on to week number 5. Couple of upgrades, pretty big one, as we obviously want Mr. Trevin Wallace to develop as much as possible. 4 to man coverage, 1 a block shed, 2 to play rec, 1 a pursuit. What an upgrade that was. And then old Bobby Griffin, does he get to an 80? He does. I feel like he's been so good and so dependable for us, yet he barely goes up in overall. XP sliders might need a bump, but outside of run block finesse, he is still a pretty solid player, so that's good. As we will head on to week number 5, taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's another primetime game, taking on those 0-4 Cardinals. Let's actually take a look at some of these. So I'm curious to see, again, what happened with, oops, wrong one, with the Falcons. So Buccaneers, okay, that's a really good win. Browns, meh. Chargers, we also beat them, so I'm not too surprised by any of that. What about the Cardinals? They lost to the Patriots. Oof. Oh, wow. They lost to the Saints, Jets, Patriots. Buccaneers, fair enough, but yeah, this could be an ugly one. Either way, let's take a look at the stats and the awards. Bryce Young, Player of the Week. Again, 2 times this season so far. Beautiful. Of course, Devin Bush, 2 interceptions and a sack for the Buccaneers. Other side, Joe Burrow, huge game. Jack Campbell, huge game. New team, new scheme, new dream. I don't know. Stop me before I do any more. Of course, injury report. We still have 1 more week, it seems, for Henley. And then for the Cardinals, they have Mac Wilson out, which he's kind of getting older, so meh. Not only doesn't surprise me, but also, is he the biggest contributor? Maybe, maybe not. Let's take a look at that team, though. Kyler Murray, he's not really developed, but he looks good. Also, he could be superstar for all we know. I don't know. Trey Benson, he's starting to develop a little bit. Looking at wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. obviously great. Michael Wilson's always given us troubles, and Chapman recently has given us some troubles. Tight end, McBride's always going to be good. Left tackle, solid. Left guard's very solid, considering now you don't expect him to just come out of nowhere. Elgton Jenkins, damn you! Really good looking offensive line, though. They kind of revamped it a little bit. Right guard's really their only concern right now. Left end's all right with some pretty good power moves, and then right end is very good with some good finesse moves. So a little dual style there. And then, of course, DT's pretty good, especially with Buckner if he's still a superstar. Plus, might have inside stuff. And then, of course, Walter Nolan, very good against the run. So run game, which has struggled lately for us, might continue to struggle. Shelley looks good because of the speed. Cody Simon looks pretty good because of the speed. Malcolm Rodriguez looks pretty good because of the speed. Corners, very, very slow, but very smart. Great zone guys. Expect a lot of zone coverage here. Thompson looks great. Baker still looks great. Kicker, solid kick power. Punter, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Also going to be pretty weary this week in practice as Princely Omanmialen's still kind of battling that injury he got late last game. So hopefully we can get him to play most of the snaps this week. We do avoid injury, but also avoid upgrades, sadly. Either way, 0-4 versus 4-0. Another primetime game that's also at home. Maybe Bank of America is very fitting because this could be America's team at this rate. Regardless, let's hop into game number 2. Here we are for Monday night primetime against the Arizona Cardinals in the pouring rain. Not a super common one to see a crazy heavy rain situation like this, especially in primetime. So this could be for a very interesting one, especially when you have a very mobile quarterback battle where both teams might be seeing 70-plus rushing yards just from their quarterbacks alone. Obviously, you can see here the Cardinals are giving up a lot of yards compared to how many yards they're gaining, almost double. And then on the other side, we have given up less than half of our offense yards gained. We're having a great year on the offense. The rookies are looking good. A little bit of a challenge for them this time, though, with this weather. Of course, we're going to be getting the ball first. No, we're not. That's not even remotely true, but sure. Of course, did change the sliders slightly before this one, so maybe bad timing, but I dropped our pass catching by like 1 or 2 and rose their reaction time by 3. So we'll see. As much as I know our team is very good and it should be performing very well, I also think that there's a couple of spots that, things can be a little more challenging, especially, honestly, this offensive line. Our offensive line is probably playing maybe a little too well, but we also haven't taken on a really good team. Like, if we take on, I don't even know, like the Steelers' edge and we're just killing them, maybe those need to be changed as well. As we talked about it, could run, and Kyler Murray slid way too early, in my opinion. He gained a yard, should have gained at least 7, maybe more. Depending on how his lead man there blocks, you might get a first down. So I don't know about that one, especially when you're 0-4. I think it's time to start taking a hit as Trey Benson gets about 4 on the ground. Of course, one of the spots where we'd love to see a little more consistency on both sides of the ball is the ground, so not really sure we can do anything about that, though. As we're moving players around, we're not trying to bait. We're just trying to get out here. As they're going to throw it underneath. Marvin Harrison is going to get some help from Omanmielen. Again, 0-4, 4th and inches. What do? They punt the ball, of course, as you do. Most teams these days, 4th and 2 or shorter, they're probably looking to go for it. Inches, you're going to have to pry that play. Oh, my Lord. You're going to pry that playbook from my cold, dead hands before I punt that ball. Of course, looking at his career stats, Bryce Young's definitely got those numbers up since the early portion of his career. He's actually one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. However, this season, we've started off a little more turnovers than we'd like to admit, but it's okay because we're still led to a 4-0 record. I'd throw 30 picks a year if we end up winning games because of it. That's a tough one. Musgrave comes down with it, gains 4. Could be a tough one to throw in, but at the same time, they are really not trying to let us run the ball, just based on their alignment. So, we're going crazy back. And, of course, there goes Hubbard. Oh, what a block, Ferrario. Hubbard to the 49 with a huge block on the backside there. Crazy block by Musgrave as well. And, again, look at this. Look at this defending. There goes Mr. Roman, who gets the first down. Big throw, big catch. A lot of pistols so far here. Want to beat, can't get them. Robert Hunt not on the point. Need Robert to get there a little sooner. Play action left to right, like the tight ends. Our tight ends are some of the best athletes in the entire league, and it doesn't matter when, again, the boot is just free rush off the edge every time. 3rd and 18. Be nice to set something up just to create maybe a field goal chance, even though this weather is tough. I should have taken Laneman maybe. Quick throw in there to Roman, who will run with it. Fights to the 34-yard line. That is a tough one. 51-yard field goal. I think we'll try it. It's good to know, right? Like, if we're in the playoffs here, we don't love our offense, and it's a situation like this, which is very realistic, I'd like to know if we can hit it. Which, I mean, looks good to me. Yeah, very good kick. 51 yards. We get the first points of the day. Arizona, I would consider that a win for them, right? Stopping us to only 3. Stopping our offense to 3 is like stopping any other offense to 0. You're not going to stop us. You're only going to slow us down. Unless you're the Saints. Then you can do what you want. From the 21-yard line, Kyler setting up. Oh, I thought we had it. Get in there, Teddy. Nice hit. Chopped him down for 5. Trying to get a push. 3rd and 4. Clutch throw, but not a clutch catch. Chapman, I believe. Chapman drops it. Again, reiterating that 4th down kind of situation. 3 yards is basically the sticks, right? Oh, my Lord. Again, play action just instantly at us. Maybe play action's not going to be good today. We usually like this play. Tight end's open. Just got to wait to throw it to him. And good catch, Layman. First down to the 48. One thing I really wish we could have done is get him higher stiff arm in general anyways. Play action. Musgrave, nobody's on him. Oh, that's pretty good defense at the end, and it doesn't matter as Musgrave burns deep. Another injury to the offensive line. One of these weeks, you might just have to bench both guards. Assuming it was the guards that got hurt, which it seems like it. Where's that hand placed? Yo, where's your hand? What the? All right, I witnessed something I did not want to witness today. Not a huge fan of that. To the outside. Nah. Oh, that actually worked. Oh, never mind. All right, end of the first quarter. 3-0. In position to score something, in theory. Play action hasn't really worked. Let's see if it works this time. It does. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, as soon as I threw that, I was like, yeah, that's a lot to ask for. It's a bad decision. Another stupid interception on the season. Should have just taken the little bit of rushing yards we got. If we have to kick another field goal, we'll win the game by field goals. Can't win the game by field goals when you're throwing goal line, red zone interceptions. Although I will say he did literally blow us up as we threw it, so really wasn't much to gain. I seen Layman. I just thought it was too hard of a throw because it's like going all the way across left, whereas we were kind of stepping into the throw to Roman a little bit. Ah, we missed hard. Oh, wow. There's no way he breaks that out. There's no way. Look at Scoring us to chase him down. Brings down to the 45. These DBs not blocking well today. Got our run-heavy front again. I don't really believe in their pass game, to be honest. Ah, Lord. And we do tackle him. It's 3rd and 2. Double bracket on Trey Benson, of all players. Obviously, we have one on the tight end as well. Hello? And Kyler gets killed. Trevin, I thought was going to run with it. Wow, who just hit him? Who just popped Kyler? He died. That is one of the hardest hits we'll see all season. I mean, he hit him so hard, change of possession was almost immediate. It was Trayvon Merrick. Wow. I mean, he would have been short anyways, but yeah, we'll take this field goal, this field position, I should say. Roman in behind. Gets about 15, 16 after bouncing. So like, hey, our DBs are playing pretty well right now. We're going to make you throw it if you want to win this game. To throw it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, here's a long field goal if we want to try it. Which, honestly, with that wind, I agree. We shouldn't. Let's try to get this pinned. It's a pretty good punt, though. Inside the 5, maybe? 7. That's not bad. Okay, the punt like that makes it worth it. A lot of times that when we're punting a situation like that, it's like such a mid punt that it just doesn't feel worth it. That feels worth it. And quick throw to the outside. Terrible angle by Trayvon, who just had a ridiculously good angle to hit stick Murray on. Yeah, the defense feels pretty tough right now. Which, I mean, the Cardinals got some moment. Oh, Lord. We talked about the run. Oh, he knew the slide this time. Leonard Williams on the chase down. Good try there. We're going to bring that blitz, bring the corner off the edge. Umad Mian somewhat athletic, so him being in coverage doesn't hurt me. Trying to get out there with Wright. And he'll be short. 4th and 1 again. We've been over this. You're 0-4. Do you not go for it on inches and 1 yard to go? Again, if you're them, the answer has been consistent. No, you don't. If I'm Arizona, I'm pretty pissed off because it's almost the end of the first half, and you have us held to 3 points, and you can't put up any points in your own. And yes, take it we had a goal line interception, but still, sooner or later, we are going to break free. And that is not something you want to have 0 points ready for when that happens. Look at the bouncing. Chuba, 9 yards. That's really good. This is going to be a shot play. HIMenez, little swing, maybe just gets them looking in the backfield just for a second. Maybe not. And I can't believe Hubbard doesn't adjust to that ball. It's not a terrible throw. 3-0. 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1 from the 43-yard line. Should have a quick throw to Roman here. And I don't know what that route was, but it works, I guess. He went like far left inside. Really surprised that we got that. I thought for a moment we were just going to choke that. There you go, McMillan, who is wide open on the drag. Slow versus slow. Probably the one game where Will Johnson isn't completely outmatched in speed. Not that it matters because McMillan is who he is. There goes Ben Roman. It's a little overthrown. Catches it to the 12. Big run and catch. This certainly is something. Let me tell you. Oh, this is big. Big news. Oh, why is he not going all the way outside? Could have maybe got risky with just taking the hit, but I thought we were going to bait him in and then pitch it out and then he would be wide, but it didn't really work out that way, did it? Not that it matters. Chuba down to the 1. They're calling timeouts. They're smart. Honestly, like, it truly feels like there is 2 completely different coaches coaching this game. The defense coach, they're smart. Offense is brain dead. Oh, we got absolutely cooked. But obviously, if the touchdown's there, which, it might be, you take it. And we do. Wasting as much clock as possible. Touchdown. Finally got a touchdown on the board right at the end of the first half. 10-0. Or not. Or not. They have no timeouts either, though. Both teams played pretty poorly in the timeout section. I mean, you can't lie. Like, the way they're playing offense, it was not a bad decision for us to call timeouts. I mean, now it is, but it wasn't at the time. With the time they have left and the fact that they're already pretty much in field goal range, we're just going to play deep. Play over top. Make it where this is just a field goal drive at best. How do we not kill him, by the way? Chapman dropped a pretty big one earlier today. And they have run out of time. Wow. Okay. I love it. I love it. 10-0. Should be 10-3, but, not every team can have professional level time management. Oh, wait, they should because they're professional? Oh, my bad. Whoops. Hey, at least a good halftime report, though. Atlanta Falcons 3-1 versus the 1-3 Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks trying to change that to 2 on the rollout. That quarterback looks fast, no? Wide open behind the defense. Wow. Yeah. Arroyo, the speedy tight end, 31-0. See, every time I'm like, you know what? Maybe the sliders are a little bad. The team we played against gets cooked by someone they shouldn't have gotten cooked by. 31-0 against, they're 1-3. Now they're 2-3, but then you have the Chargers here who are dominating. Wow, what a run by Hampton. Yeah, we didn't feel that pain that the Texans just did, although Chargers, again, only have 2 wins on the year, so Texans might just be bad. Vikings, Jaguars, wow. 1 win through 8 games between these two if you count both their games together. That's tough. But one of these should have to win, technically. McCarthy back in the end zone, always the same thing. Wow, 50% completion percentage for McCarthy, just 100 yards. Yeah, I don't know if Minnesota's going to be doing much damage this year. 16-13 over the Jaguars. Looking at some of these scores. A couple of blowouts this week, actually. Bills, Seahawks, Chargers, a couple of them in there. Hopefully this one, as even though we have played pretty badly on offense, they have done nothing on their side of the ball either. A bit disappointed in our interceptions this season from Bryce Young, but, maybe doing a little too much at times. But at the same time, is it really doing too much when our offense has done nothing? A touchdown, which we just got now, finally, might be the difference between winning and losing this game. One single touchdown. See if something can happen in the special teams. Kick off this side. We actually did say to return heavy left. Oh, come on, Debo. Damn it, Debo. I mean, we figured this would be a lower scoring, not so good passing, rushing type of game, but didn't really anticipate this as, oh, good job, Griffin, but unfortunately still got grabbed. 9 yards, though. All right, we got a little something special for you here. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he actually has him. It's behind him, though. And Roman can't catch it. Damn. That would have been a hell of a play, though. Can we audible? Thank you. See what we got here. There's nobody on him. Perfect throw. Slippage. Oh, the juke didn't work. Go to tackle in the open field by their linebacker. Cardinals are just under the impression that just because they run it on 3rd and short every time that we're going to do the same. We love that play. Yeah, I mean, it's not a very good play for reading anything other than, like, that tight end, pretty much, but it's pretty good for that tight end almost every time. Toss left. Been a little inconsistent on these toss plays. Oh, we actually got it pretty much the way we like it, but we lost 4 on it. Yeah, unless it's like the crack toss, and it's like the end zone, you know, we're in the red zone. I don't know if we're going to go to that play much. Oh, there goes Bryce. Talked about the scrambling. Big run. Slides awkwardly to the 17. Offensive line is nearly perfect. Every aspect except the play action has been dead. And there's a holding call. If we finally get HIMenez the ball, and it's going to be a holding, I think. Oh, it's actually offside, so sorry, HIMenez, but that changes nothing for you because, well, changes everything for you because we are obviously going to accept that penalty. Got the little mini routes here. I like it. Try to get them offside. Late throw over to Musgrave, who drops it. All the options in the world, which, I mean, it means nothing if our guys don't make the right call, so we'll see. HIMenez. HIMenez down to the 4. Good first down, though. We're another 5 wide. They're doubling HIMenez, so this is definitely man coverage. McMillan against man is pretty good. Oh, it's not man coverage. Doesn't matter, though. It's still open. Touchdown! Jeromepkr, 17-0. It was still man. They tipped their hat, but it wasn't, you know, bracket like we kind of thought it was. Staffa playing in the box. Playing deep on this play. Oh, he's still going to throw that. What a play by us. We absolutely killed Chapman. That is like the hospital pass to end all hospital passes. That was not a good decision. But you know what? I like the aggressiveness. Oh, there goes Kyler. Oh, wow. There's nobody in sight. Part 2. Oh, good job by Kyler. He just literally looked like he was in a coffin. Oh, that's a good play action. And wow, what a throw by Kyler. Come on, bring him down. Good tackle to the 20. Arizona might finally score. Also ends up, it looked like injuring their left tackle, but apparently not. I guess they're just showing him. Maybe frustrated. Because they've blocked pretty well. Like, Oman Mielen really hasn't had much going for himself. And there he goes. Oh, my God, we just cooked him. I don't know how Trevin doesn't kill him. And a 4th and 5, they're going to go for this, which they should. Empty. We're trusting our coverage. Crash the center. Tried to, at least. And he gives his guy a chance. Dropped by Marcus Rogers, but that is a turnover on downs. Give Kyler some credit to at least take the shot. We have seen guys just get overwhelmed to just take the sack. He gave his guy a chance as he gets cooked. It's just been one of those games for both sides, but obviously us being a better team overall, it's going to be just a little bit less crappy for us. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lehman catches it anyways. Rodriguez. Oh, he was in such good position, but Bryce got it off just quick enough. I usually don't actually read the defense on it. I just always dump it off to Musgrave, but let's see. And, uh-oh, I forgot that that is an RPO in its essence and completely just let the running back die. That sucks. Start of the 4th quarter, though, defense, everything, both sides of the ball, specifically us, though. 0 for the Cardinals through 3. Taking a little bit of a shot here, potentially on 2nd and 18. There's literally no one on Tetero, but they adjust well. Oh, we're in trouble. Damn. They adjust well. I mean, it needs to be, like, the perfect lead, and it's into the post. Like, it's the actual break, so I don't know. I prefer to not make a throw that puts them in a better chance to come back. Might be dumping this off on the swing. It's a great throw to HIMenez, who's got speed. Oh, there he goes! 2nd level sayonara! Finally, we see that speed in action. That dive gave me Palomalu vibes, though. I can't lie. HIMenez. Right as we're being hit, too, and it's a perfect throw. Not into triple, but into a window that, you know, there's 3 guys around it. And, of course, a great lead-off seal by McMillan. That is going to be the dagger for sure. You know, your defense is playing pretty well. Your offense has done nothing. You need one more stop to have a chance. Couldn't get the stop. That is game. Of course, we don't play the drive for, like, the first time all game, and this is what happens. We'll admit, though, a lot of situations like this, you would see the offense finally do something because the defense just doesn't want to play too aggressively. Lost a 3 on the screen. They might still score nothing because if I'm them, a field goal does nothing for me, so I'm not even kicking the damn thing. Other than, like, momentum, to be like, hey, we at least got some points today. Oh, back-to-back screens. And then again, Horn cooking them. Gains a yard. What's the highlight here? What are we looking at? Nothing? Okay. Bring the blitz. Trevor Wallace, kind of our man. We're on that. Oh, wow. There goes Trayvon Merrick and the penalties on them. Back to the 20-yard line. Trayvon Merrick gets a clean pick. That's a holding call. It's coming back. Well, it would have been coming back if they would have done anything. And that would end the game. One of the very rare shutouts pitched by this Carolina Panthers team, 24-0. Arizona could just do nothing while playing very well defensively. I'm surprised. I mean, this is one of the lowest scoring games we've had when you factor in how much we had the ball. What a throw to HIMenez, though. That was, I wouldn't say the play of the game because the game was probably won by then realistically, but that was definitely full-on dagger, right? This is the best play of HIMenez's career so far, and we finally got a player that hasn't really gotten involved too much involved. And obviously that's a big moment in the game, and there was no looking back from there. McMillan, nice touchdown as well. That was probably the real game winner, put us up 17. Again, though, we struggled across the board there on offense, and, the interception kind of shows that too. But overall, by the end of it, it was a commanding enough lead, right? We got some numbers there with Bryce, and didn't really run the ball well, but we got a touchdown on the ground, and HIMenez, huge couple of catches after that fact as well. 123 yards and a touchdown to finish the day. Not so much, though, for some of the other guys like Lehman we want, and Roman, 61 yards, but that was like the first half, I think. Defensively, didn't really do well our side. I mean, they had 3 sacks. We had none. Trayvon Merrick did make some plays, though. He had a pick. He had a fumble for us. Pretty big day for Trayvon. Could get a breakout, which would be huge at his age of only being star dev. And speaking of him, Jesse, he's got to cook. 78 overall still, but nice playmaker upgrade. 2 to deep route, 1 to juke, 1 to carry, 1 to break tackle, 1 to spec, 1 to short, 1 to medium route running. He's obviously still kind of raw. He's a very good deep route runner, but as a slot receiver, it's going to be kind of hard to get those deep looks. So glad to see him finally get involved, though. 120-some yards is a lot of yards for anyone, let alone somebody that's kind of struggled a little bit. Now, the Saints, a team that has really done some good stuff against us defensively. So maybe a back-to-back defensive showing, if you will. Their offense, do they have Olave back? I really don't want them to have him, but at the same time, when I want a challenge, I kind of do. We'll see what happens. But mock draft 1. Yeah, the Jaguars sitting at the 1 spot. Vikings at 4. They're like, screw this freaking McCarthy guy. He had 100 yards and a freaking win, dude. How is he carrying them? He's not. Let's take a look at where we are. 32? 32? 31. I mean, can we just, be real here and just assume we're number 1? Oh, Lord, who's this? Don't give the Patriots a freaking another Gronk. What are we doing here? They got us taking a center. I don't know if I agree with that, but maybe. Tackle's probably our number 1 need. 6'6", great to elite speed. Okay, that guy is good. Gregory Honeycutt reminds you of Lehman a little bit. Maybe a little bit better in the power running, though, after the catch at least. Look at the numbers, though. Very good. I mean, this is very rare for us to see good points per game. Definitely skewed by that Cardinals game for sure. But on both sides of the ball, usually it's like, okay, we'll do really well on the offensive side of the ball, and then the defense side of the ball look a little iffy. But right now, we're doing well on both. The second best points per game on defense, first for offensive points per game, which I imagine isn't by much. 30.4 is very good, but it's not like earth-shattering good. We're not even number 1 for yards passing or touchdowns or anything like that. Shedeur Sanders, 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing on the, so hey, taking on a team that might be hot. What the hell is that? That probably is an NFL record. Luafau is involved on 6 fumbles, technically 4, but 6 fumble stats. 2 forced, 4 recovered. Who the hell did they play? Like Adrian Peterson, year 4? I mean, I got it wrong. It was year 3, maybe year 2, a little bit more, but that was close. Anyway, let's get into this film room prep. I'm not sure what we need to prep. We know what we're going against. We know what this is. This is the Saints versus the Panthers. That trophy looks sus from an angle. I got to be real with you. I don't know if we've ever mentioned that, but I really thought that was not a trophy for a moment. Thought that was a stand for some other device. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? It's a very balanced team. Nothing is jumping out in the sky. And so I've done so far. I do believe we can win through our offense, though. It's the one thing that is incorrect, by the way. Focus on the trenches. That's how you win every game, so kind of just need that to be the focus every week, to be honest. Screw 1 week to the next. That is what we need. No sacks allowed. We can definitely do that. Will we? I don't know. Kwanu's, well, he's feeling it. He's thinking they're going to do it. I don't know if I believe. Of course, negotiations. I think Scorton has shown enough. He's going to take all of our money. All right, that's just 5-year. No, not enough. Interesting. Chuba Hubbard needs a contract. So, yeah, I mean, we're actually up against it a little bit now. You know, at this point in time, if we wanted to keep everyone, and I'm not even counting everyone. I'm not even counting Ritter. I'm not even counting Leonard Williams. Not even counting Debo. If we wanted to keep everyone, we would be down to nothing. I'm not even counting Chris Barnes. But I am sort of counting ETN. If I wanted to keep ETN, Robert Hunt, Damian Lewis, Chuba Hubbard, and Nick Scorton, we are not going to be able to do it. 20 million here, 20 million here, 10 plus here. That's already accounted for. But you can keep one lineman maybe and the running back, and you're losing the rest. So we are starting to feel the money a little bit. And before this week's game, we have Luke Musgrave. Luke. Definitely not saying it for him, but to be fair, I think they would. 3 deep, 2 to release. Right? Like, I feel like the name Luke just carries across the league. Doesn't matter. Like, I feel like, has there been a Luke in Carolina since? If there hasn't, then we don't know. But if there has, then I guess we probably could look. Has there been a good Luke, though? I'm trying to think. I can't really think. I don't think so. But I can't imagine they just retire that, right? I don't know. But looking at the Saints, no injuries. So I'm thinking we might be seeing a full Saints squad with Olave, which, I mean, I think that's a big difference. I think it's a massive difference. So we'll see what this team looks like, because they didn't do too badly against us without Olave, and now they have him. Of course, there's still some things to worry about if you're them, but it's not a terrible-looking squad. They just need one of these pass rushers to really emerge, and they could be decent. I just think you need an elite pass rusher. You need a really good core unit or one elite guy. And I mean, they kind of have that core thing going on, but definitely not the elite. Either way, final game of the episode. Taking on a couple of mid teams. Saints are kind of that, but again, they give us trouble, so we'll see. The first non-primetime game we've had in a few weeks now, I believe. So that's definitely an interesting one. Obviously, the Saints at home, so the weather is going to be perfect. The dome is closed. I don't know if it actually even opens up at all, like those gates have for the Saints themselves. We're going to have to see what Chris Olave brings to this offense. I feel like most of the time we played them, yards gained after last week, and all that is nowhere near as good. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Saints, though, really good, too. So, I mean, they're not looking terrible. We'll have to see. If that defense plays like it did last time, this could be our first loss. I mean, we should have lost to them last game. So we'll see how this goes. Going to be kicking the ball off first again. Kind of our MO, if you will. Not a great kick, but it'll be fine. Everything will work itself out. Okay. It's actually perfect. The landing zone is right at the edge of his heel. And that's not bad for us. Who's 23? Wait. Oh, that's our 20. Yo, I forgot. Did I even mention, to be fair, he didn't really play a factor last time we played. DeMarcus freaking James. Is their third stringer? That's crazy work. What are they even doing out here? You've been giving Darren Sproles again, and he's way younger. Oh, my word. I don't even know what that play was supposed to be, but Derek Brown just said, whatever it is, it's not happening. Oh, my. Yeah, that contract was worth it. She's like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm still a damn fan here. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? That is the most dominant play we have seen from him in 4 years, honestly. He just took on 4 players, in case you were wondering. He just gets a piece of the guy, and he never lets go. Again, I don't know what this is. I think this could be... No, this is play action for sure. Wow. That's certainly a way to start the game. You know, taking on 4 players. It's cool. And sacked again. This time, KC. DT's teeing off. Do they look worse, dare I say, with Olave? It's very early in the game, but maybe staring at him? I don't know. It's a quick play again, to be fair. Don't really have much time to react. Shador will take that. He has a chance. Yeah. Oh, my. Shaheed doesn't get the first down. I'd go for that. I'd go for that. And again, they're going to punt it on 4th and 2. I don't care if I'm at my own 10-yard line. I'm freaking going for that 4th and 2. Come on. Stiff arm, Debo. Beautiful. I love how, like, again, is he going to change in height soon or something? Like, is there, like, a growth spurt we're waiting for or something? We're just monitoring it week to week? Why do we keep showing his height and all that? It's like, can you believe this midget is this good? It's like, what are we doing to the 44 HIMenez? Yes, we're very proud of Bryce, but can we get past the height thing? Thank you. Looking at Roman at the post is my favorite. Maybe not. Maybe so. Uh-oh. Again, I don't know how it happens. I don't know what it is with this Saints defense. I don't understand why. How does it happen? Why does it happen? When will it happen? Every time. But other than that, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why does this always happen to them? They're just insane. I mean, we're looking at a pretty damn good coverage, right? Like, HIMenez is probably your number one, but that guy's there. I mean, there's a chance he stops and picks it. Probably should have taken him anyways, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it, Ben Roman, one-on-one. If that goes to the end zone, I think he beats him. It's just the throw is going to be hard to get there, and this DT's like, don't mind me. Yeah, he should be in a lot more often than he is, so interesting. I don't think he was in, like, at all last game. Maybe on the special teams, unless he, maybe he was injured. I didn't even think about it. Could have been injured. Tight end's open, and he does take that tight end. Oh, what a tackle. 3rd and 1. Trevin doing what Trevin does. Potential opening here with this blitz. That's why we're bringing everyone up. Uh-oh. And Cunningham. Going to be short. We're bringing in the engage 8. Quick throw is wide open, but if they run it, they're probably cooked. Oh, no. Horn, get him. There goes Olave down to the 6. Big play. It's the only danger. Only danger is if you get a quick throw in there, like a slant drag, anything like that, which they have been kind of late to call. Cunningham, nowhere to go. Escorting his ass back to the sideline. They're actually going to keep him out there. Bracketing their best players. Not going to work well against a run, though. Although, there goes Ronnie Charles having a pretty good year. Hasn't exactly lit up the stat sheet, but, you know, that first game was great. Iman Milan's getting cooked on the double. And, wow, okay, everybody's just watching the ball. It literally hit the guy in the helmet. What are you doing? Although, barring a blocked field goal here, Saints will do more than Arizona did, and it's only the first freaking quarter. Take it, we gave them a short field. Oh my, that almost was more than 3 points. Almost ran right into the kicker. Got to get that plant foot out of the way. Loss of a ton of yards on that one, damn. There we go. At least we got something out of it. We gained 9, fair enough. Timeout for HIMenez, great. There's something I like is when a player who has a good game a week before gets injured early on in the next game. Look at Debo, though. So inspirational at his age. What does that mean? Why would I bring him in? We get into this, like, pass-heavy mindset because it's just so much fun. But we got to get back to the ground game. Get out of our way. Chuba fights, gets 5, first down. Like a 15-yard pass excites me more than like a 30-yard run. Roman, wide open. It's a bad throw, though. Good catch, but that's a lot of yards left off the board there. Don't know if anyone's ever said yards off the board, but hey, you know, we said it. Play action boot, which has been a little inconsistent for us. We're just going to run. Ah, man. Why is A holding the ball out that far and B, we not sliding when he said to slide? Another holding penalty, though. Mitty Lehman, the tight end of all people. It was a really good block, to be fair, so it makes sense. That was, like, I mean, we had so much room. That's why we scrambled. It was the freest thing I've ever seen. 3-0 start of the second quarter. Estrada, the Saints defensive tackle, making a play. And of course, they're showing James here because former player. I really don't feel like the season, you know, the series has been going on that long until I think about a guy like DeMarcus James. That and then it's like, oh, yeah, this has been going on a while. There's nobody on the tight end. Lehman. It's a perfect throw, too. Good play by the safety, though. If he's even hesitant for a second, we might be able to cut that back in. Big play for Mitty Lehman. Chuba Hubbard left side. Bryce in the zone, by the way. And there you go. Finally some good blocks. Chuba rushing to the 3-yard line. Yeah, let's actually go back to the run, or the throw. Oh, damn it, Henley. Back in the lineup, already making mistakes. I actually don't even remember when the hell he got back in. It might have been this week. It's pretty good coverage, but better route running. Lehman down to the 1. The boot has been pretty inconsistent, so we'll see, but... Throw it away. Oh, he's so open, man. That's the problem. It is so open. If you can get the ball off. But because you're taking away that blocker, you usually don't get the ball off. I know we're throwing the ball too much here at the 1, but and he just gets. I thought he just got picked off. That guy is insane. I just don't like the way they're lining up against us. Like they have us beat in all of those looks. They're gonna go from the 1, and there you go. All right, just got to run something on the outside. Put some tight ends in there. That time they were obviously not goal lined up, which is weird because it's the one time we actually look like we're going to run the ball. Been struggling a little bit on offense. That first points per game average is definitely going to be going away soon. It'll still be high. It just won't be number 1. Horn gets beat for 8. Man coverage. I don't know if I actually like this after all. Oh, he's done. We timed the snap perfectly. The center never seen us coming. Or the guard, somebody. Was ready to stop the run, not even the pass. It is what it is, you know. Charles going to be dropping back off of this. I mean, we can do much more, and James clutches up for them. Good receiving back. I mean, we really weren't utilizing him correctly, so say what you will. Man Yellen on the tackle. 2nd and 12. Empty. Quick throw to Shaheed. Huge hit right. 9 yards, 3rd and 3. Got a lot going on here. Let's go back with the D-line. And there goes Scorton. Oh, wow. Nobody in sight. Touchdown, Williams. He was their number 2 last time, and he actually played pretty damn well. Savion Williams right down the middle. I'm not sure how Wright's not seeing that. There's nobody he has to worry about other than that look, and he's just staring outside still. All right, our lead is gone. Oh, what a play. Chuba. We tried to go for it all. We gained 12 or 13, though. Good run. Good block by Henley. All right, a little timing situation going on here. McMillan's probably our number 1. Never get a free play. Oh, wow, that route. Okay. 86 speed cornerback, not looking at the ball, turns around and jumps it. Yeah, those sliders are rough. Again, mind you, I'm pretty damn sure, to my knowledge, he wasn't even looking. Okay, he's looking back at the ball, but look, like he's not even facing. He is not even looking. If this was him on offense, he's burning the defense. Instantly turned around, knows where the route. Oh my, okay. Sliders do confirm work, it seems. Especially the reaction sliders. Good to know. Oh, wow, he's got cooked. Cunningham's cooking us now. Shot to the knees, and he's down to the 3. Yeah, the Cardinals couldn't do a thing. Saints have potentially 17 points in the first half. Overrunning, good job by the D-line. Injury timeout. Looks to actually be Cunningham, which makes sense because Charbonnet's in now instead of James. James is like the 3rd down back. Charbonnet is the true backup. Oh, I thought that was actually a run, and they cooked us. What a try, though. Butler almost got him. The Saints are up 17-7. You know, say what you want about their defense, but their offense is also playing better, which we didn't touch any of that, so. Curry on the return. And I forgot it was a trick. We actually had him so open. Screen pass, Chuba. They're on it. Good block anyways. Good job, Chuba. Gains about 13. 2-minute warning. Need at least a field goal, I think, just to put us in a good spot into the second half. I'm just glad that there's a division rival that gives us some troubles. I know the Buccaneers do too, but still. Debo. What a catch, dude. He just gave himself up. I mean, if you're willing to give yourself up as a receiver in this league, you can get away with a lot of, you know. Oh, look at that Layman. That's a great throw. Great catch, too. You get away with a lot of non-contact stuff. And I imagine it frustrates the hell out of the defense. You know, usually, you know, a defender gets burned, they at least get a pop on someone. But no, they just get burned on that one. Debo. Nice. Debo's cooking. Can't go anywhere with it, but to the 16. Don't really care to get out of bounds, to be honest. Got plenty of time. Debo scores a touchdown here. He is the savior of all saviors. End zone shot, McMillan. Oh, my God, Debo. Could you stop? Could you stop? I mean, is there talks about a new wide receiver 3? I mean, look at the drive history there. 13 to Hubbard, 13 to Debo, 21 for Layman, 13 again for Debo, 16 again for Debo in the score. I mean, it seems like there's a little bit of a trend in that drive. I don't know, maybe this Samuel guy is halfway decent. All right, we're playing a little inside there. It's all right, we got him. Savion taken down. Doesn't even look like they're going to call timeouts, are they? They're not. Wow. I mean, their offense played pretty well. You got 3 timeouts in the 36-yard line? Not going to call a single one. They're going to throw it now. And James cooks them. I mean, this is a bad decision by them. I mean, that's just a terrible, like, sequence of events. They're going to end at the 23-yard line and 3 timeouts. And they had 40 seconds to start. That is so bad. I'm not saying we would have played the exact same in that situation. Maybe we play a little bit more outside and deeper, but you're looking at least at a 6-point lead instead of a 3. If they end up losing by less than 4, yeah, that's a moment you're going to come back to, obviously. Denver going against the Titans. Little throw to the outside. Nice spin. And yeah, I mean, even though it's different players, different score lines, you pretty much see the same thing. So outside of the halftime stuff, you're just not going to see this. You know, you're not going to see the weekly recap ever again, other than maybe the playoffs. Just to see, you know, who scored, maybe not really how they scored. As it's pretty much just a rinse and repeat. AFC North, 3-7 if you combine their records. Not great. Oh, steps back, gets lit up as he's throwing, and is going to stiff arm a big linebacker. Going to spin off of that guy, and 21-6 at halftime. Steelers are moving far. He's definitely developed into a pretty good quarterback. Same as Slater from the Raiders. Some of the new faces, new heads in the NFL, if you will. Then you have the Colts and Commanders. Pretty big game for the Colts. A little bit of history between those two teams all time, especially with that draft. And wow, what a hurdle by Jonathan Taylor. 14-7, McFadden. They got themselves a brand new QB1, it seems. Look at the scores across the league. Definitely not as many blowouts as last week. Pretty close across the board. Even that Bengals game, they can come back from that. But some of the other games we've seen, yeah, it was not even close. James, though, former player, looking really freaking good. Let me tell you. Thankfully, it's kind of been almost meaningless when he's been scoring or when he's been doing well. Like that, their biggest play of the game is, you know, a play that led to 0 points. Bryce Young, 2 interceptions. Not playing poorly, just, you know, crazy anticipatory read by the corner and then hit as he's throwing throw to the DT for a pick. All right, Reed on the kickoff. Forced a fumble against us last game. Hopefully he doesn't do the same this. Debo on the return. Probably needs to change that out if HIMenez is not going to play the rest of the game, especially taking hits like that from bad blocks. Also, I don't even know if I would say bad blocks, just non-existent ones. HIMenez seemingly okay. I think you still put in Debo, though, a little bit, just to at least rest him up. Layman wide open. Wide open. Cuts upfield. Slips off a tackle. Tries to bury him. Kind of does to the 44. Bryce Young. I mean, you look at those numbers from that, it's like, oh, not bad. Just need some more scoring. No, we threw 2 picks. No, you're wrong. If he fumbles or throws a pick again, that is 6 turnovers in 2 games against the Saints. Not exactly good numbers. Layman, nice. Kind of buries forward, gains 9. Ironically, with Musgrave on the team, I get Tucker Kraft vibes from Layman. Maybe not as elusive, but it's kind of there. Quick throw to McMillan. It's not going to be a lot of yards, but it'll be first down yardage. I don't know what I don't. Run game looks good. And actually does. First down, Hubbard. Layman on the pre-snap. Could get that wheel up the field. We'll see what happens. I really want HIMenez here. We're going to take it anyways. Oh, what a throw and catch. HIMenez with the lead. He's really not open, but that's called throwing your guy open. Of course, very consistent running there from Mr. Jesse HIMenez, because I did not expect him to get that, and yet he did. He ran it pretty smoothly. You know, didn't make some last-second adjustment. Just kept the feet down and waited for that ball to get there. He believed in his QB, and his QB delivered. What a throw by Bryce. Lead. You know, all we have to do is get a little aggressive at times, and, you know, we can reset the team a little bit if we're stalling out. And that's the reason why I left him open, because Olave was looking really open. There is no way Charles didn't recover that, though. And we're in there with Trevin, who just made an unbelievable play against the center. We don't really come off the edge with some, you know, DB blitzes often, so this could catch them off guard. And doesn't matter, as inside KC cooks. That will knock him out of field goal range on top of it. Huge sack. Again, short's too short. Ariza, pretty good punt, about the 12, I'd say. 11. Usually a yard off. Not sure what we're watching here, but Orchard comes out there. The DTs have played pretty well for them. D-line's not bad. Season average passing, 240-something. Today, 250-something. So, a lot of time left. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, but I like this. I like this. HIMenez one-on-one. Oh, we would have had a chance. We would have had a chance. He was behind the defense. I don't know what happened to McMillan. Is he dead? He's fine. What are we doing here? Okay, we have all these corners in. One sec. Went the wrong way. Where the hell is... Okay, I guess Debo's coming in for a play. There's nobody open. Lehman drops that. It's a tough one. But I wasn't so confused by whatever the hell's happened with our subs. Maybe we wouldn't have had that happen at all. McMillan comes back in, clutches up on third. Good start the season off, 6-0. We're a very good team, and we were very good last year too, and we're even better this year. There's Chuba breaking the freaking ankles of the safety. First down. Really wish I trusted the double moves, but it is very hard to do that. And they actually left it too. Damn. First down setup. 6 yards on first is great. Go short in with Roman. Want more? We want more. We take more. HIMenez almost behind the defense at the 29. Risky because we had Lehman, but I think that look from Lehman is the reason why I took it, because I feel like the defense was kind of worried a little bit more about him. And there goes a wide open Ben Roman, finally getting him involved. And he's got speed into the end zone with the power. Carolina's back. Our offense is back. Ben Roman on that Lant. There's nobody on him. There's nobody at all. And, with that speed he has and the size, he just runs up, runs through the guy. He's waiting around the 2-yard line. He's never going to stop him. Too much momentum. We talked about it before, though. Saints defense, maybe not so much today, even though they took the ball away twice. They actually got a good offense. This team could be great, and our DTs are cooking them. They have no answer. This is hands down the best our defensive tackles have looked. It's not even close. We had a year where KC put up like 11, But even then, not as good as this. This has been really good. Teeing off, really. 28-17. Definitely a bit better of a situation than when we were down 17-10. We're going to go from potentially losing to the Saints to a stop and a touchdown. We probably just call it. Kind of crazy. But again, you look across the board, and who do you like for them in a one-on-one? I don't know if there's one. And sacked again by the DT. Casey Maxwell. Chuba Hubbard. And gets about 8 or 9. Tried this play before, and I think this is the touchdown, right? McMillan was HIMenez, and HIMenez scored, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe this is a different one. Pretty sure it was, though. Oh, he's beat. He's beat. Oh, my throw. Lehman behind the defense. Calls game. I seen that. He was trying to chase Lehman pre-snap. Ran right into his linebacker, I believe it was, and that's all it takes with a guy like Mitty Lehman. All that speed. It is a perfect throw. Rainbowed over top. I mean, it's thrown a little bit more direct, and that DB might get a chance at it. Scherf. Not today, he won't. What a play. This tight end looks very good. Again, I really thought in preseason he was not the guy. I thought Musgrave looked 10 times better, but I was like, you know what? The guy's got more potential. He's younger. He's a similar type player. Give him a chance in week 1 or 2. If it's not good by week 3, Musgrave's the starter again. And Musgrave was still getting snaps, and things were looking good for everybody, and Lehman just looked even better. 3rd and 10. We'll respect the Saints enough to show another drive for them. Let's see if they end up converting, making this thing interesting maybe. Shitter's holding the ball too long. That is him. The other players, I'll admit, the DTs, they cooked the inside, and there's nothing he could have done. You could have ran at that point. And instead, he just takes the sack for whatever reason. And normally, I would just say, hey, you bring the blitz, call the game. But when you're getting the pressure we're getting on 4, which is very rare, mind you, why would you? Just bring the 4 again and see if you get in again. And I'm not sure. We're going for the strip here because we want the touchdown. We want the touchdown there. I suppose you're kind of giving them more yards on the turnover. What is it called? The turnover on downs. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. What a game for the team. Last throw, last play of the game for the starters, and swats it. Dude, I hate that DT. I hate these 2 DTs. You know damn well that's exactly what Shador's thinking on the other side, too. These damn DTs, I hate them. Jaden Blue, crunched. Try to finish a drive with Ritter, who's been good. You know, last week wasn't so great when he came in, but... Oh, good job. Oh, look at Hubbard. Look at Hubbard. What happened? Why does the clock stop? Somebody get hurt? Here goes Chube. Oh, what the hell? How did he spin out of that one? What a play. Over to 11 for 72 with a touchdown. That's pretty good numbers. I'll take it. I have not said Chuba Duba. I mean, unironically. Oh, my God. Look at ETN who gets swallowed up by the DT who can intercept passes, apparently. But that's good. That's good. I don't like when I say it. ETN. Nice. Trying to get his average up a little bit. And there you have it, the final score, the final matchup with the Saints, assuming they don't make the playoffs, which at 2-4 is going to be kind of hard to do. Definitely possible, though. 35-17. You know, finished the game out a lot better than I thought we would after how it started. They just couldn't score after the first half, which is just so weird yet very common. I'm not sure why, but definitely a little bit of an easier episode here in weeks 4 through 6. Got some tougher matchups coming up, though, which is maybe a little concerning because we aren't playing our best. Obviously, we played well in the second half here, but, you know, against the Cardinals, good offense would have put us in a really tough spot. Against the Saints here, good offense would have put us in a really tough spot. So, lucky to at least win the games. You know, glad that we figured it out in each of the games offensively. Defense has been pretty damn good overall. And with that, we end up winning another one. So, we are still undefeated. Bryce Young, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Looks way better again than that 1 or 2 or, you know, 0 or 1 touchdown to 2 picks he had earlier. Shedeur Sanders considered a perfect passer rating, but again, if you're going to put up only 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, and your team loses, it's a little misleading because it's like they didn't take many risks, which is why maybe the completion percentage and, you know, the risk itself was low with, you know, turnovers, but the risk of losing was high, you know, so... risk and reward, not really much reward for their lack of risk. A couple of touchdowns to some guys we really want to get some scores to. What about James, actually? 8 yards rushing, 55 yards through the air. So definitely need to get him involved more, and they just didn't. DTs, though, like we said, they teed off. Maxwell 3, 2 for Derek Brown. I mean, it's rare that you see. I mean, these guys are like, okay, we'll take a sack and we'll combine it. We'll split it anyways. Appreciate you, DTs, for leaving some for us. Of course, 2 interceptions for them, none for us, yet who's the one that won? Again, risk versus reward. A lot of risk, but even more reward. And speaking of DTs like Casey Maxwell, glad to see him finally step it up again because last year was not good for him to the block shed, which, again, his finesse is already so good that power move and block shed is really the goal. I wanted to see his stats for the season because it's got to be at least 5 or 6 sacks now, which is almost more than last year, maybe more than last year. Looking at the tight end, Layman, great catch in traffic, great a deep route. Release and catching, solid, break tackle +1. Really just want those trucking and stiff arm upgrades, which he just doesn't really have right now, unfortunately. Mustafa, he's kind of playing all over the field right now, but yeah, definitely want him as more of a coverage guy. 2 to zone, 1 to man. Not bad. Good hit power, obviously. I'd like to get the block shed up. I just don't like the block shed upgrades, so I'm not going to do it. Finesse, again, you can only have one style if you're a big tackle. Finesse is probably the big thing you want to get good at because most of those edge rushers are going to be good at finesse, so... smart move, I think, and it's not a bad upgrade. Film room prep, we probably gave up some sacks, right? If not, it's because we threw too many interceptions as we're getting hit. What happened? That's all I went today. What do you credit the success to? Aquanu with 1,000 XP, but the man at the table over next to me. So we didn't give up a sack, did we? Did we? Let's find out. No, we didn't. Nice. Only 1,000 XP for not allowing a sack is wild. Unless it was just him individually not allowing a sack, which makes no sense, because how is that a game plan if it's one player? Unless the game plan was to limit their right end or something, which it wasn't. Either way, 6-0, and, you know, some really tough opponents coming up. We see here the Broncos, the Niners. We'll find out who's after that right now. Giants, I mean, they've been pretty good in the game. You would think, oh, the Giants, but no, they're actually really good. Then after that, Ravens, Seahawks, Rams. After that, Buccaneers, bye week, Buccaneers, then Packers. And then Raiders, who have been very good, and then the Falcons, who are decent. So, I mean, you look at the next upcoming games, and there's only maybe one team where you're like, okay, yeah, they really suck. And it's probably the Falcons, which their roster is good, so who knows? Yeah, we got most of our easier games out of the way here with, you know, the Saints, Falcons, Cardinals, Saints. But now it's going to start to get tougher. I'd be a little surprised if we, you know, went undefeated. So we'll see when that loss happens, if it does. And hopefully you'll be here for it when it does or doesn't happen. Either way, appreciate you all watching. Really do. It means a ton. Leave a like if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate you continuing supporting the channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification all, whether you're new or not, as it'll let you know when the next upload is up. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK plays or not Madden content. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, which I don't know the plan, but there's almost always a video every day. But until next video, see ya.